Did you know that without bees, there would be no life on planet Earth? But more importantly, did you know that the bee population is decreasing at a staggering rate? In this video, we will cover exactly why bees are critical to all humans and other life on our planet, but also, why they are disappearing, and what consequences will that bring. Some of you are probably thinking right now, bees? Aren't they just annoying insects that sting us? But trust me, bees are way more important than you think. Did you know that bees are responsible for pollinating around 80% of the world's plants? Without bees, we wouldn't have the fruits, vegetables, and nuts that we rely on every day. In fact, we can even say that without bees, we wouldn't even have any food. They also pollinate the crops that are used to feed cows, pigs, chickens, and other livestock, which means that they directly contribute to the production of meat, eggs, and dairy products. But how exactly do bees help with pollination? It all comes down to their unique anatomy. They have a special little structure on their hind legs called a pollen basket, and that allows them to collect and transport pollen from one flower to another. That's how plants reproduce. When a bee lands on a flower, it sticks its tongue like proboscis into the flower's source of nectar and drinks it up. In the process, it also inevitably brushes against the flower's reproductive organs, and picks up pollen. When the bee flies to another flower and repeats the procedure, some of the pollen rubs off onto the new flower's reproductive organs, which fertilizes it and allows it to produce seeds and fruit. Pretty cool, huh? That's one of the main reasons why bees are critical to life. Without them, plants would either not reproduce, or do so on a much slower scale. And let's not forget about one other sweet, delicious consequence of having bees around: honey. The job of the bees isn't just pollinating. Honey is made from the flower or other plant's nectar that bees collect and store in their hives. Then they use enzymes to turn the nectar into simpler sugars, and the result of that process is honey, which they store in their honeycomb cells. Most of us would probably agree that honey is delicious, but it's also a great natural sweetener that's much healthier than most other sweeteners, as it's chock full of nutrients and antioxidants. And for the more adventurous ones out there, you can use honey not just as a sweetener, but as a food on its own, eating it straight from the honey jar. The experience might end up being a little messy, but totally worth it. So, not only are bees awesome, but we also need them desperately. That's why it's so alarming that the bee populations are declining. And, to make matters worse, they are declining at an alarmingly high rate. There are several factors that contribute to this, most notably the loss of natural habitat, the use of dangerous pesticides, and climate change. So, what can we do to help bees? Can we help them restore their populations? Or is it too late, and we're all doomed? Lucky for us, there are a few things that humanity can try to save the bees, and save itself as well, but we must act urgently and effectively. One thing that each of us can do is to plant more flowers in our gardens, our balconies, or any land that we own. Bees love and need flowers, and they provide them with a diverse array of blooms that help ensure they have enough food to survive. Another potential thing we can do to help bees is to support organic agriculture. Organic farmers use fewer pesticides, which are less likely to poison bees and their habitats, which in turn makes it easy for more habitats for bees to be created, and the bees themselves to be healthier. While not all of us need to become farmers, we can contribute by choosing to buy organic products that support the farmers that employ bee-friendly practices. Plus, that not only benefits the bees, but it favors the environment as well, since pesticides and artificial livestock food are generally bad news for everyone. We can also create policies and regulations to protect bees and their habitats. This might include supporting bans on harmful pesticides or pushing for the preservation of wildflower meadows and other important bee habitats. Finally, one thing that everyone can do to contribute to saving the bees is actually keeping them. That's right, you can keep bees in your own yard even. Not only can you produce your own organic honey, but you can also make pollen, propolis, beeswax, and other bee products, which you can use or sell at a pretty good price. Beekeeping might involve setting up a bee house, or just providing a water source for thirsty bees. By taking simple steps like these, we can all pull our own weight and play a role in protecting the bees, ensuring that they continue to play their critical role in our food system. Bees are truly amazing creatures that do so much for us, and it's up to all of us to make sure that they continue to thrive. That's all for today. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more content like this.